Well, hi. Welcome back to the channel. This is interesting, isn't it? There's a lot to talk about in this episode of Mario's Picross. I always use Mario's Picross as kind of the background game as I do update videos, where I'm just gonna play some puzzles and talk about some important stuff on the channel. There's a lot to cover regarding all of Sonic CD that just happened and some of the behind the scenes on that. The new setup I have here, some of the plans for the future. In fact, it's so complicated how I'm trying to tackle this subject and talk about what I've been doing that I accidentally recorded a couple episodes and then wasn't so happy with them, so I ended up deleting them. But the puzzles I still did, so some of the puzzles I unfortunately had to do off screen. I'm a little upset about that, but that's okay. So yeah, the puzzles I've done won't exactly line up with where we were last part. I did these three. I don't know, let's just move on to the next puzzle as we kind of dive into Sonic CD and what that series was. Man, that was one hell of an undertaking. You know, I was gone for the month of December and I wanted to take on this bigger project, make a Let's Play that I was more proud of and that I think left a bigger impact, and I think I succeeded. I'm up subscriber count now. I don't know where I am exactly at the time of this recording, but when I last checked I had 90 subscribers, which is just 10 away from 3 digits, 10 away from, you know, being able to edit my URL and a whole bunch of other stuff. Actually, that's probably just about it. But hey, I'll get to edit my URL. I'm looking forward to that. I really want to thank everyone who watched that series, because it wasn't easy to put together. Making the trailer and everything, getting a voice for Eggman, that was a fun experience. I had to... at first, I reached out to Mike Pollock himself, the official voice of Eggman, asking like, hey, would it be possible for you to do this? If not, do you know anybody who could do this? And he sent me over to a guy named Boyle, who did a great job, I think. And I had the link in the description of that trailer and in the movie post. There were a lot of fun experimental things I got to do with the series, like, well, not only the time gimmick, but having premieres, having the movie version. I probably won't do that for every series. I mean, let me know what your thoughts are on those. I think doing the premieres and doing the movie, they weren't too much trouble, so I would easily be able to do them in the future. But I'm not sure. Definitely let me know in the comments if you want me to do more like movie versions where I just put all the parts together and into one video. I mean, that's kind of what playlists are for, right? I don't know. Regardless, I did have a great time with Sonic CD. Some of the fun stuff with that was figuring out, okay, how do I switch from present to bad future to past to all this stuff? And essentially what that was I recorded the entire series with the present face cam just as is. And then, while I was editing, I would just record my face cam, and only my face cam for the bad future, and then my audio and only my audio for the past. But yeah, it was just me re-recording the exact line-for-line things I said in the initial recording, so when it came time for me to do the past bits, I would literally just record in this mic, and then in this ear listen to what I was saying, and say it word for word. Kind of like there's a challenge where you have to, like, hear yourself as you're talking. That's what I was doing pretty much for all of the past recordings, is just listening to myself and saying exactly what I'm saying at the exact time so that it lines up correctly without having to do any editing. It certainly wasn't easy, but I find it kind of funny, and I love that initial reaction you have when, oh, this mic quality is bad. That wasn't even my first mic, that was one I had on this computer when I didn't have a mic. Because the internal mic on this is not great at all. So I had all that going, I had some live action bits at the first part and then in the last part. Heart being there in the last part was a complete last minute idea. Jaina being with Sub-Zero was also not scripted, she just jumped up next to Sub-Zero for that recording. It's a good thing I recorded Sub-Zero's bits first, because then when I was recording my bit, I was like, oh, Sub-Zero and Jaina, because they were both right there in the same spot. Oh man, and then the extra part had a lot to cover, and there are even a couple things I forgot about. Like, I forgot about the cool Easter egg where if you just wait at the first level, Sonic will just give up and get a game over. Part of me was a little nervous making all of the videos private, but it worked out totally fine in the end. By the way, I have a small video I recorded back when I was doing that. Take a look. Take a look. Alright, I'm recording this in the middle of me removing all of the videos on the YouTube channel. It's been kind of doing it in a random, strange order, like when you just select all and say, make all of these private. Suddenly it'll just say, oh, take off the oldest video, then the newest video, and all these random placement. And I had to bring up that the last video currently remaining on my channel, one video, and it's this video, where Final Fantasy II, Part 10, where I voice a lesbian love scene between the princess and the warrior, which I think is kind of hilarious that this big moment in my YouTube career is the only thing that remains on the channel right now. I'm pretty surprised everything came together well enough, given how busy I was last month, and, you know, that happened, the takeover happened on Christmas day, I got this haircut a couple days before Christmas, and then I was out on a vacation through Illinois and Wisconsin like a week after Christmas and like right before I got back. So I did have to make sure it was all edited and ready to go by the time I got back, and it worked out fine. Otherwise, I was also setting up this whole new setup and this new camera, all these new lights. I have 3 lights on right now, well, technically 4. There's the main key light on me, there's a light on the background so it's a bit, well, kind of lit. There's a light over here, this yellow light, and then there's these colored lights, which I can change the color of on the fly. So it's like, hey, we want these to be blue. We want these to be blue. There we go. So this will be a new thing when I return to Twitch streams, that you guys will be able to decide with channel points or rings what color you'd like it to be for, well, however long until somebody else changes it. We got the original Bionicles there. I also got a brand new desk here, which I'm really happy about, because now the TV is just right here where I can see it, and the mic is on its own stand. Also, you can't see it too well, because the way is, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Oh, that's in. There we go. I have a little desk here to the side of me. It's kind of an L shape that I can pull in and out, like if I don't want it here. Not only has this been a great spot for Jaina, but also for potential Lego building streams, card unboxing streams, or card unpacking streams, I suppose. You know, product unboxing. This would be a great area here to just do like real life stuff like that, don't you think? You know, speaking of streams, this week I'm going to be returning with streams. There's going to be another Saturday Nights Alright stream this Saturday. That's going to be Jackbox. We've done that before, and it's been a lot of fun. In fact, Drew did some of that while I was away, and he was handling the channel. And actually, sooner than that, this Thursday, I'm going to be doing a Pokemon stream, and kind of a fun experiment of one at that. I'm going to be doing a solo starter run. Like a legitimately solo run. You may have seen other people do this before. Essentially, a solo run means you pick a starter and then you never get any more Pokemon after that. If Pokemon are gifted to you, you just box them, ignore them, anything like that. Now, because of HMs and the challenge they present, it's mostly impossible, with a couple exceptions. Gen 1 and Gen 2, it's completely impossible, because no starter can learn both Cut and Surf. Gen 2, I believe it's a similar situation. I know there's something for Alligator can't learn, but I don't remember what. Maybe it's like Waterfall or Whirlpool? I don't know. Gen 4, it's not possible at all because of Victory Road. There's like specific examples of what's possible and what isn't possible, but Generation 5 is very generous because the only HM we need in Pokemon Black and White is Cut, which both Oshawott and Snivy can learn. So I'm going to be doing a solo Oshawott run of Pokemon Black. It'll mean a lot of grinding. It'll mean it'll be a very long and tedious series, but I think it'll be a lot of fun too. I'm hoping everyone's looking forward to that. And we did do a Pokemon series earlier last year, which was a lot of fun as well. Pokemon just seems to resonate with people for some reason. Man, all this talking and I'm barely getting done this puzzle. I'm almost out of time on it. Okay, 1, blank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, that can't be it. Okay. I know what this is, that's that, and that means that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. 1, 1, 1. See, now I'm just focused on, I'm not talking about anything. This just got real boring. You know, it's because I gotta count all the numbers and make sure everything's there. Like, okay, that's exactly 9. And that's 1 next to it. Because, you know, in most Picross games, they gray out the numbers whenever you fill them out completely. So you can just kind of say, oh yeah, I got 9 there, I guess. But now you gotta be like, okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means we do this. It's a bit more of a manual Picross game, I suppose, in that sense. I'm not sure what this is yet. I mean, my immediate thought, because it's this shape, I think, oh, is it a bullet bill? Are we finally gonna have something that's Mario-themed? There's been, like, no Mario-themed throughout the game at all so far. It could be. Imagine if it was, though. Imagine if it was finally something Mario-themed. Oh, I just did it! That's gotta be a bullet bill. I recognize that spread anywhere. Super Mario Bros. 1. Come on now. Yeah, we had something Mario-themed for once. This whole game, we've just been having random objects, and it's just been called Mario's Picross for no reason. We actually had a bullet bill this time. Full-on bullet bill, the sprite and everything. That was kind of what I was hoping for when I first played Mario's Picross. I was hoping for more Mario-themed stuff. You know, the Steam Picross game that I used to play a whole bunch, I think it was called Super Picross, I made a few levels for that. That were sprites of, like, Super Mario Bros. 2 enemies, like Shy Guy, I had a Bomb. I had the Flurry, which was that ice enemy. I think I had a Bezo, that flying guy who's super annoying. You know, I had a lot of fun with that, and I think that was a good puzzle. But man, do we still have a lot to go for how long that took. Boy, this recording's already gone on for 20 minutes. I feel like I've talked about everything I needed to talk about, but I suppose I'll keep it going. Have a bit more of a conversation, sure. You know, I suppose I haven't talked about what I'm gonna do next. You know, you guys have known about this Mario's Picross part since the extra part of Sonic CD yesterday. But throughout the week, we're gonna be starting a couple of new series. Starting off, we'll have Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. I think it's just kind of appropriate considering we started last year with Donkey Kong Country 2 after the big edit of the year, which was Among Us. And then, after that, the following day, we're going to be continuing Fire Emblem. We did Book 1 all on stream. We're going to be doing Book 2 as a Let's Play here on YouTube, which I think makes more sense. Book 1 on Twitch was honestly very stressful. Gonna be honest. And it's purely because of the fact that I have to then re-upload it to YouTube within a certain time frame. It was the last thing I did in a year, of course, so I'm like, oh god, I can't wait until like next month to do it. You know, I never did end up uploading the Fire Red streams I did, and even though I said I was going to, but that was another case where it seems like, oh, it's just so much to edit. And I did edit like the first stream of that, but I just never got around to the rest. That's something I kind of am hoping for this year, is that I'm gonna do less of the YouTube uploads that are like, hey, I'm streaming, here's the link, here's the time and everything. Which I would say now, if you're more interested in the streams, definitely make sure you have like the bell rung on the Twitch channel or whatever. Because, I don't know, the main thing I want to do on YouTube is leave a nice portfolio of sorts. I don't think I'm going to do that with simple videos saying, hey, go to the Twitch channel and watch a thing. A thing that you probably can't watch anymore because that's how Twitch works. So, I'll be doing far, far less of those. Heck, maybe I'll just stop doing them entirely. I think that's for the best. To be honest, a lot of those were just a situation where it's like, I need to get an upload today, but I also need to do a stream, and I don't have time for both, but I'm trying to do better, and trying to record more in time. Fill up that catalog with all the edits I need, all the videos I need, so that I'll be ready to swing back into things, and I won't have to worry about low-effort kind of uploads like that. You know, we might have another Mario thing in our hands. I could see this being a mushroom. This could be a stem down here into the mushroom head up here. It gets smaller. Could be.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I no longer think this is a mushroom just because of the shape down here. But what is this? Is this gonna be like a tomato or an apple something? This could be like a sheen. This could be like a stem hanging off to the side over here. Okay. 1 and 3 can only fit like this. So it does connect. Is that a tomato? Wait a minute, where did I make a mistake? Uh-oh. 3, 2, 3, that's 2, 2, that's 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 5, 6, 13, 15, 15, 2, 11, 2, 11, 15, 2, 9, 11. Oh, right here. Okay, I was just missing a bit of the corner. I still think it is a tomato, right? It's gotta be a tomato. Hey, I knew it. I started to get the feeling just from how round and sheen it was. Yeah, there's nothing quite like the sheen of a tomato. Well, with that out of the way, you know, maybe I'll do Mario's Picross as a stream sometime in the future. I think that way it'll have a bit more interaction with the chat. We'll get a lot more of it done than 2 puzzles, because 2 puzzles here took quite a while, I gotta say. I think that's a lot more about the update than the game itself, I suppose. As for other series that are planned this year, you know, there's gonna be Link to the Past at some point. I already said I was continuing Sonic with Sonic Chaos 3 and Knuckles, a few other handheld games. Super Mario RPG is one I'm really looking forward to. That's a personal favorite of mine. And speaking of Square, Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6. I'm hoping to do maybe all of them this year, or at least 4 and 5. In fact, I'm planning on starting 4 next month, so that'll be a lot sooner than a lot of the other stuff I'm mentioning here. And after Saturday's Jackbox stream, I'm going to try to do more Saturday Night's Alright. Striker Game and I already talked about more Mario Party. I'm hoping to do something for Extra Life again, although it may not be quite like last year's Extra Life. That was something alright. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope to see you for all the series I'm doing this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. All the streams I'm doing. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be one hell of a 2022. So I hope to see you there for it. Till then.